Hello everyone and welcome to the 18th episode of Kotie's Kingdom. We are back once again in the newly finished village. Well, finished and finished. All the houses are now finished. We worked on that in the last episode, and if you did miss it, then make sure to check it out. There was a really cool time-lapse in there. But yeah guys, today we are going to be working on something that is sort of something different, but it's also going to benefit the kingdom a lot, and that is villagers, because I want to have a breeder of some sort for the villagers so that we can populate this area at some point, and also so we can do a lot more trading with them, because I feel like that would be super nice, as well as being able to set up iron farms and so on. I was thinking of doing an iron farm today, but it seems like they are working on changing iron farms for 1.14.3, so we're going to hold back with that a bit until we know how it's going to work, because there's no point in building an iron farm and then just it being broken right after. But yeah, so we're going to be working with villagers, and the first thing I need to do is pack up some stuff here. We got all the shulker boxes, and the next thing I want to do is actually find a village of some sort. I was thinking of using the 2 villages I have in the nether, but I kind of want to find normal plains villages, and it kind of sounds a little dumb that that's what we're doing. And I'm also just quickly going to write down this so I know where I'm at. Yeah, it kind of sounds dumb that I want normal plains villages only. Apologies for that. Phone is always there to interrupt the recording. But yeah, it is mainly because of the outfit. I would also accept the tiger guys, but I generally feel like because our kingdom and like is in the plains, then it makes sense to have villagers from there as well. So we're going to be seeing if we can find ourselves a village. I do remember flying across one somewhere out here somewhere. I don't really know. We're just going to be exploring a bit today and seeing if we can find it. But yeah, the whole plan is to sort of bring back the village to life, add a lot of villagers out there, and maybe even build a few breeders in the village so we can just plonk down a lot of villagers all the time and always have life in the village. That would be ideal. But yeah, in order to get that, I sort of need to keep searching, and I think I'll do that off camera because it seems like the chunks aren't really loading. 1.14 still has some issues with loading newly generated terrain terrain that it hasn't seen in 1.14.2, just because it has to recalculate all light and so on. But yeah, so we're going to be working on the breeder. I don't think... Oh, we found a village. I don't think it will be inside of the... oh, it's abandoned, so there's going to be no villages. But yeah, I don't think it will be inside of the kingdom nor the village, because I don't really know if I want them there just yet, if that makes sense. Like, we don't really have the terrain in order, we don't really have anything prepared really, so there's no point in putting a lot of villagers in there that will just die to all the mobs that will spawn, because we still haven't worked on the path. That's something I want to do in the next episode. But as said, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a village, then we're probably going to see if we can find some obsidian somewhere. I should have thought of this before. Build a portal and then transport these guys back safely. And I guess I found my obsidian. So yeah, I'll go ahead and find the village and start transporting them back, and then I will be back. Ow. Fast forwarding a day or so, I'm now in the cave where we have got the villagers down there. You can see they are both unemployed. I've been working on digging out the unemployment tunnel, as we call it, just a little bit. And we're going to be building the villager breeder down here. Now, I don't actually want to do too much, like, in terms of design and all that, because we might just end up moving it and making it look nicer. But generally speaking, villagers should now be able to breed based on having beds and bread. Beds and bread. So what that means is that we should be good to make a villager breeder, like a semi-automatic one. It's probably just going to be like us dropping bread in a hole or something, and then the villagers will pick it up. So the first thing we're gonna need is obviously bread. We need like a bread counter for this video. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up some stone brick, gonna put the packed ice in here, as well as some wood and some wool, and I'm gonna make some beds. Actually, I'll do that down here. I thought it'd be a good experiment to kind of like try and make this work together, so you guys can get a feeling of what we are going to do. We're also gonna be just hopefully making a villager tunnel or something where there's just a lot of them that we can trade with, and then later on we'll turn into a market, like an actual market or something. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see. Did I Oh, I don't have any glass on me. Well, I'm just gonna go up and get some glass real quick. Okay, guys, so the first thing I want to do is I want to try and go ahead and just sort of make a wall or something for these guys. I'm not really sure how we're gonna do this, but I want to try and see if we can just, like, breed them. So we're gonna make a glass box for them. And then now comes the important part, right? So we're gonna grab some wool here and one of my many crafting benches. And do we have any wood? We do. Let's go ahead and put everything away. Yeah, but I want to make as many beds as I can store because these guys, they love beds. They want to see beds all the time. So I'm thinking what we do is just add a ton of beds in here, like really just a ton, because one villager should use one bed, right? So the more beds we have, the better, because then they'll just keep breeding all the time and we'll end up with way too many villagers, which is kind of what we want right now, because this tunnel here, which I've added some leaves to, by the way, I'm thinking we fill them out with villagers instead and get rid of all the leaves maybe. The next thing we need is a bunch of workstation blocks, and that's because these guys, they'll breed, yeah, but only if they're employed, which means if we make the next guys employed, then maybe they will do the exact same. Like just keep breeding all the time. So I'm thinking one of the easier ones to make is probably the loom, because it requires 2 stacks of string and 2 stacks of, sorry, a stack of logs, I think it is, to make a whole stack of them. So hopefully I don't have to go too far. I don't really want to go out to the mob farm, although we might have to, depending on how much string we've got, because we do need 2 stacks. Okay, we're actually gonna have to head over to the mob farm, and then I'll show you guys the new storage as well. So whenever we come out of the portal, you can immediately see a big change, and that's because we have gone ahead on stream and changed the storage over here so that we don't have it end up backing up all the time. Now it's not completely done, like the floor is very temporary and the design is obviously not done, but what it is it's a separate storage system, sorting system. This one is miscellaneous, but yeah, so this is where we store all the different stuff, and then we just have it in sort of a storage silo. So right now I think string should be in this one if it wants to open. There you go. So let's go ahead and grab the string here and then see if we can make that stack of stuff of looms before we go back. Can we? We can. That's awesome. But yeah, so that is how it works. The redstone is actually quite simple. There's not really much to it. It's just a complete normal storage silo, and then we go ahead and all the items will come up here and then just fall into separate sorting systems, and I'm stuck. So you can see here's one and so on. Over here's one. Sorry, right there. And then it just keeps going like that. So it's a pretty simple storage solution, but it is just so nice. Knowing how I can just see, go over a double chest of string. That's cool. But yeah, let's go back and place these looms down in the cave. Okay, we are now back, and what I'm going to try and do is just, in the wall here, literally get rid of all of this and just place a lot of looms. I'm hoping this will work, and my god, that does not look good. So these guys haven't claimed a profession yet, but I'm thinking that the time might be weird, and that's why they're not doing it. Because in one of the first episodes we did, where we worked with all those over there, we quickly discovered that making these guys do what you want them to is really difficult. Maybe they're actually just too far away. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of that, as well as just placing some more torches. Gonna get this up, destroy the minecarts, please. Is it nighttime? No. Why aren't you claiming something? Show me a profession. Come on. Become a loom guy. I don't. What are they? A shepherd. Okay. Okay. For some weird reason, this made him. This gave him the profession. Oh, he sells 2 cans of wool. That's interesting. But yeah. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just drop them some bread, like so, and then hopefully we should see them. My God. Okay. I did not expect that. I did not expect them to just immediately look at each other and just feel the power of Cupid or something and just fall in love instantly. Okay, I'm gonna back off a bit. I'm just gonna stand over in the corner. There's a baby villager! Is that a baby villager or is he just dropping bread? There is definitely a baby here. Yeah, look at that. My god, that is the fastest breeding process I've ever seen. And the kid's like jumping on beds. And is he a little baby shepherd? Huh. He's gained the skin of the tiger biome, guys, because we are in a tiger. Even though these guys over here don't actually have that skin. So that's quite interesting. But my god, that is like the fastest you would ever see them make a baby. I still have a stack of bread, so hopefully once these guys are bred up a bit, we can, you get it? Bread? That was horrible. Yeah. Hopefully once there's some more villagers, it will speed up the process a bit. Maybe when we get to 4 fully grown ones. In today's little time-lapse chat, I just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder that starting pretty much now, my schedule is going to be a little down the drain. I am moving as well as just away for a few days. But once I have moved, which will be in July, hopefully before if possible. No guarantees, so expect July. But hopefully when I do return, then yeah, we're going straight back to consistency and uploading at least 3 episodes of this series a week. So if there's few episodes until July, then that is why I've tried pre-recording as much as I could, but yeah, some of these episodes take quite some time. But anyway, let's hop back into watching these villagers being super weird. So we are back, guys. I've pretty much just been AFK getting food whilst watching these guys. Went ahead and upgraded it a little bit, added some more beds, and we've actually got some problems here. I got a whole lot of bread, and I dropped it in here, expecting to get about 10, 15 villagers. There's 4 iron golems now in here. And I did see the one that died during the AFK session as well. But the thing is, we have more than enough villagers to fill up all of these spots here. This is sort of how I've gone by doing it. So, I don't know what we're going to do with the remaining ones. Like, what am I meant to do here? So, what I want to do... I can't take this serious. It's just too many villagers at this point. And what we need to do is get the 2 minecarts we have prepared. Because we all know that 2 minecarts is going to be more than enough for this. And and try and grab some villagers here. I kind of don't want the baby ones because they're going to take a while to grow up. So, please, please, please mess the villager. Nice, okay. The iron golem is in the way. But, by the way, this is what happens when you have friendly noises on. Yeah, I think we're turning that off again. I really like the noise of them, but at the same time, like, no, I'm not going to do it. So the problem is that we need to get rid of all looms now because I don't really want them to be, I don't really want them to be employed anymore. So this guy is, of course, oh, he lost his job. Awesome. So now we can take the composter, place it here. And the problem is that this guy is not the one who's likely to get the farmer job. Oh, that sucks. I forgot it doesn't care about it being the closest one. Okay. So instead of moving them in now, we should try and like convert them. So like place one here, for instance. See, okay, this guy became a farmer. Yeah, so we'll try and move this guy over. The only problem is that I'm afraid that because we don't have any of his trades, he might like lose the thingy the second I destroy this. Oh no, he kept his job. Maybe, I hope he'll actually like keep it. So guys, whilst editing this video and playing a little bit, I ran into major issues. One of them is that I'm actually out of recording time for today, so we're gonna have to end off the episode. But before we do that, the main problem is I've been trying to do this for a little bit, and oh, there's too many villagers in the way now because all the babies go out, and it's just horrible. So I'm probably going to have to spend a few hours just trying to get these guys to give me decent trades and move them into their right cell and all that. So unfortunately, that is where we're going to end off today's episode. A little bit of a random cut at the end, but I have to get going and catch a train here in not so long. So if you guys did enjoy this episode, then make sure to leave a like. And if you really, really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. We're going to return to this project for sure because we do need the villagers. And this spinny boy agrees. So, Oh my god. If you're gonna do this yourself, guys, don't go FK for as long as I did, okay? You don't want this many villagers unless you know how to contain them. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care and goodbye.